Hey guys, wanted to come on here and do a video. I was sitting here working on our finances and I was working on our budget and stuff, and I was just thinking that I should do a live. Got a little bit dolled up, no foundation or anything. Just put on some bronzer, some blush, a little highlight, lipstick, some lip oil that kind of already dried up a little bit, and a little bit of eyeshadow. Actually, I used a little bit of a blush that I bought at the Miss A shop that I kind of just don't use on my cheeks because I really don't like it on my cheeks. So I went ahead and used it on my, as an eyeshadow, and then I just applied a little bit of a shimmery eyeshadow in the center, and I put some mascara on. But anyway, so since I ended up putting on some earrings and some makeup and kind of just fixed myself up a little bit because we're going to go to the gym later. I don't know if I'm going to take these earrings over there because it's a bit much, but just going to go ahead and leave them on for now for the video. But I wanted to come on here and do a live, and I kind of wanted to share some things. I kind of prayed about it before doing a live. I have been kind of, I guess, searching for more peace. And today I kind of was just watching lots of videos, reading lots of scriptures, and I came across this lady that my dad used to see when he would stay home on Sundays. I would watch him. Sometimes I'd come in his room and I would see him watching her. And so I was kind of curious to see her and listen to her. And she just spoke so many different truths and she shared so many scriptures that I looked up myself. Obviously, they're using a different version of the Bible that we use. We use the King James Version. And so I still wanted to go ahead and look them up and see what the differences were and stuff. But a lot of the scriptures that she was sharing were very meaningful, and I went ahead and screenshotted them and I posted them on my timeline, so hopefully you guys will check them out. But it brought me a lot of joy to listen to her. I think that she just made a lot of things make sense about how we need to be better Christians and how we need to reflect Christ more. And she talked a lot about her struggle growing up and in her household, and how she suffered much. And because of her circumstances, she should have probably come out different. But she met God, and God changed her life. And now she's helping a bunch of people listen to the word of God. And so she's like, you have to be careful what you ask for sometimes. I know, I always ask, I think maybe God for a little bit too much. I try to be a light out there, and sometimes I ask for a lot, and sometimes that's probably why I get a lot of trials, because he's testing me, he's refining me, and I try my best to be a good person, pero a veces se me sale. A veces se me sale lo Rodriguez, or whatever you want to call it. Se me sale mi carácter, and I don't always reflect what I really have in my heart. I have a lot of love for people. God knows this. I'm always trying to help people and stuff. It's just been really exhausting lately because I'm trying to heal, and I just don't feel like I'm getting that time that I'm needing. I feel like people just are not getting it. They're not understanding. And as much as I try to say no here and there, sometimes they might see you as a bad person. And I am far from being a bad person. It's just I guess people just are not used to me saying no. And And it's not like I'm trying to be mean when I say no. I'm simply saying, hey, I am still trying to heal. I need my time, give me some grace and just move back a little, And so I was listening to this lady today, and she has just been an amazing speaker, and she sounds like a really great Christian, but also she just keeps it real, She doesn't sugarcoat things. She doesn't try to act like she's perfect. And I love that. I love that in people. I love that they bring their realness, and they don't have to fake it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't like people pretending in front of me like everything's okay. No. Tell me you're having a bad time. Not to be confused with people always being negative and always like telling you their sad story and just always with the same thing. It's not. And I know that sometimes I might come across that way with some of the things that I post. I post a lot of things about God and my experiences and things. And there is a lot of sadness there, but there's a lot of lessons to be learned. It's not like I want to share all that sadness, because even if I shared it, you all wouldn't understand it, because a lot of people haven't walked the path I have. And unfortunately, can't see where I'm coming from. And so sometimes I get a little upset and I get angry, and I tell people, well, you're not the one who lived it, right? The only person that will know what that felt like was the person who actually went through it, and God. And so that's why I lean so much on God. And that's why I put my trust in Him and not on people. But sometimes those things do need to be shared so that maybe there'll be some clarity and some understanding. And sometimes people will still not understand it. And we have to just let them, right? But I had been struggling for a couple of days, had a huge headache. My head was throbbing. My heart was just not, I was feeling a lot of pain on my chest and stuff. And I was taking a lot of that in. And I just finally said, please take this from me. I don't want to carry this. I don't want to hold this. I don't want to feel this way. I want to feel better. And so when I said that, I came to my bed to rest. I took my pills. And these are just like natural pills, nothing like pain medication or anything like that. I'm not on any of those things. I already showed you guys what I take to kind of rest. They're more like supplements, vitamins, It's nothing. It's usually stuff that has like ashwagandha or vitamin B's or holy basil and stuff. So anyway, I took them, said my prayer, asked God to take everything from me, laid it at His feet. Told him, you take care of it. You deal with it. I want to rest. I want to just. So he gave me that peace. He helped me to be able to wake up the next day, feel better. And today I feel like everything just lifted, and I feel like He heard my prayers, and I feel happy. I've just been soaking in a lot of information, and been reading lots of scriptures, and I've been sharing them on my timeline. So hopefully you all will like that and just, understand the scriptures that were shared. And just remember that He is always watching out for you, and He knows exactly what you need. And so that's why I've been sharing like some cute little things, like posting things like, God answers prayer through donuts, or God answers prayer through tight hugs and stuff like that, because it's true. Like, I wasn't expecting someone to show up at my door with some donuts, somebody who I needed to speak to. God answers prayers through tight hugs. Like, He allows my husband to hug me tight and to like just make me feel safe and stuff. And so we have to be aware of the things that God is trying to give us, and helping us along the way, and helping us heal and stuff. Not everything is bad. Some of these things have to happen for the testing of our character, right? Because He knows we're flawed. He knows we're not perfect. He knows that we struggle, and part of this process and going through this life is trying to progress. And so he knows where I'm at. He knows I'm trying to progress, and he knows my character. He knows my character. He knows what makes me angry. He knows what makes me sad. He knows how my heart has been lately. And so he provides those little things for me. And so I just feel so loved by him. And I feel like he just loves me a ton because he provides little details to remind me that he's aware of me. And so I wanted to come on here and do this video because I feel like people need to be more in tune with him. I know that people are busy and not everybody has the time to spend listening to more positive words and listen to positive things or take time to read their scriptures, but you can always spare a few minutes in the day to God, and you will see that your day will be better and things will feel better. And so I'm feeling better. I'm not going to let anything bring me down. One of the things that this lady was sharing was, if you want to live in pity, you'll never be powerful. Like, you never want to feel sorry for yourself. Like, you need to get yourself up. And I think that that's where, like, I'm at. Like, I've just been wanting to heal and let people, like, let me get back up, you know, like, let me heal. I want to get up, right? Like, I want to be able to do the things that he wants me to do. I want to feel strong. I want to feel powerful, and I want to be able to feel better. You know, I just feel like people are just like rushing, and I'm not one that likes to be rushed. I like to take my time to be able to process properly. And so I'm kicking and screaming a little bit back. I'm trying to make people understand that I need my time, and that's okay. You know, I'm not going to feel guilty for it. I feel like I've had to be a little bit more vocal about that. And that's something that I needed to learn too, to set boundaries and make my voice heard a little bit better. Because sometimes we just kind of go with the flow, and we kind of just, you know, want to people please and want to just rush to everybody's aid. But something that I learned from somebody at church, who was a leader, he told me that sometimes we got to let people think a little. Sometimes we have to allow people to figure things out for themselves. And something I definitely learned last year and this year was about self-reliance. And self-reliance is not only about trying to figure out your financial needs, it's also allowing people to learn things for themselves as well. You know, not always allowing people to rely on you, right? You need to, there's people that need to learn how to do things. And I don't think there's anything wrong with allowing them to learn, okay? I don't think that that's mean. I think it's something that's necessary. I think that everybody grows, and I think that a no isn't always a bad thing. A no can be a blessing to somebody else. And I read that in a book once, because I was trying to figure out how to say no nicely. And I learned it in a book. It says sometimes a no doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad thing. It means it's an opportunity for somebody else to be able to grow and learn. And so we do need to learn to say no sometimes. And that's okay. I had a hard time doing that because I always felt guilty about it. But I try not to feel guilty anymore. I try to just deal with it. I still talk about it with my husband though. And he'll just be like, well, my husband's just a little bit, he'll just say it, you know, he's not like me. He doesn't really feel guilty. He'll just say no. He's worked customer service for so many years that, you know, he's already acquired that skill. I just didn't, you know, for some reason I just didn't. And so I'm getting better at it. It's definitely not been something that has come easy to me, but I think the Lord has been helping me along. And for the most part, I think people are starting to realize it. But don't ever feel bad for saying no. Remember that your no should be valid and should be respected. And do things that make you happy. Because at the end of the day, that's what's important. You need to be happy. You do things for you. And so I've been doing a lot of things for me lately. And I don't feel guilty one bit. It's changing me. It's making me feel better. I'm speaking up. I'm saying things that I need to let out. I hope that people have grace with me because, and if they don't, pues ni modo, right? At the end of the day, pues, things had to be said. And I am just learning to just stop it in here because it stays in here and it circles and it circles and it circles and it circles and it won't stop. And so I'm learning to just give it to him. just be like, you take care of it. Cause I just can't. Like, I know you're gonna help me. I know you know where I'm at and, just make it better because some things are just out of our control and I know as moms and as wives, we want to have control, right? And if we've always had control, we want to continue to have control. And sometimes, I've had to learn through several life things that have happened to me that a lot of things are out of our control. And so I've learned that to be true. And so I'm learning to let go, but I am learning to speak up and I'm learning to voice my opinion or voice my thoughts and just leave it where it is, right? And at the end of the day, God will take care of the rest. But my thing is that I'm just so grateful that he's aware of me and my needs and that he provides me with opportunities to share exactly what I'm feeling, what I'm going through, and allows me to have that grace, And so I was having that grace today also. I had breakfast. I saw my husband for lunch. I made him lunch. I came here and just read a lot of scripture, spent a lot of time pondering and all the things that I was soaking in. Sometimes we can learn from other people, even if it's different, if it's a different faith. I'm so grateful for listening to all of her words. I feel like sometimes we need to hear things a little bit different to make sense. And so I'm just grateful. I'm grateful for feeling better and for the Lord just kind of just taking it up, just taking it away and just kind of just giving me peace. And at the end of the day, that's what matters is you having peace, right? Can't rely so much on others giving you peace. You have to find that peace. So yeah, that is, hold on guys. Yeah, that is where I'm at. I'm just trying to take care of me. And so I did this makeup look to kind of make me feel better. I got a little bit dressed up. We're going to be going to the gym and just working out to kind of release all the whatever's left. And hopefully bring in some new energy and be happy and get those necessary massages that I love so much. And yeah, I think today was a good day. Hopefully it remains that way. And hopefully the Lord keeps providing me more with like, how do I want to say it? Providing me more with his love because he's just been showing me that he's aware of me. And he knows sometimes I just want to let things go because I don't want to like ever make anybody feel bad or make anybody feel like, like I'm asking for perfection. So he provides me with the opportunities to speak up. And so I do. And I try to be as calm as I can, but sometimes se me sale. There's been a lot of things. And so, anyway, I'm just grateful that he loves me enough to remind me that I am precious to him, and that that I'm important enough to send help, you know? And so I wanted to come on here and do this video so that I could tell you guys the same. I hope you guys have a great day. Don't forget to read your scriptures. Don't forget to make some time to stay in tune with the Lord. And remember that you're precious to him, and that just give it all to him. Don't worry about everybody else and what they think, and just, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. It's about your relationship with God. At the end of the day, you need to worry about your happiness. You need to worry about your connection with him, and he'll provide. He'll provide everything you need, all the opportunities necessary for you to feel loved, and his mercy and his grace. And sometimes we need to step away a little bit and hear it from a different angle that might make more sense, like I did today. Yeah. I mean, I've heard it in multiple different angles, not just in one way. You know, you can receive several messages. You know, God is everywhere. You know, he's wherever you are at, and he's all over the place. He's always doing miracles for many people of many different faiths. He doesn't just go to just one person. He goes to several people, you know, and everybody meets him in a different way. And we need to have that faith that he loves us, and that he will answer us in our own way, with our own understanding. And yeah, I guess that's my message for today. I just wanted to share that with you. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and I will talk to you guys soon. I don't know if I'll do another video, but that is what came to mind right now. And I wanted to take advantage of the time and just share it. And so have a great evening or night whenever you watch this. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye, guys.